Good afternoon and welcome to my Bajerski YouTube channel. How are you doing, guys? It's a lovely day today. We've been cracking on with everything, website and fresh dates. They're all here now, the fresh date for the Pure Energy Healing Academy. So you can all now go onto my website and get to come. There's only a few available places: April, May, June. And I think July, I just left all the workers to do it. So there's only a few courses, guys, this year, but they're going to be wonderful. And I only have 6 people at a time, so we get to work one-to-one and really do the cleansing and clearing within ourselves, as most of you already know now. When you come here to become a crystal healer, or you come to be a pure energy healer, most of the healing work is within ourselves, and to be the best healer in the world, you have to heal yourself from past trauma and issues. And you know, part of the beautiful thing about the 4 days here is that you get to have lots of healings as well, at least 1 or 2 healings, and lots of other things that I do as well, which is lots of sound therapy and lots of other things, and I work with you all the way through. So it's a great 4 days. You know, you just need to look at the testimonials and the thousands of people now who are pure energy healers worldwide and how well they're doing. They're doing brilliant, so it's great. Healing is something that has been lost, and with pranic and types of Reiki and all the other types of healing programs that are around the world, pure energy healing is slightly different because it's more of an internal work rather than just learning how to heal somebody. So it's a dual energy. You heal yourself, you heal others. So I think that's one of the really nice things about the pure energy healing course. And working with crystals, you also learn to really heal yourself and become very powerful when you're working with crystals, and you realize, I think sometimes we've been so programmed to believe that we have to know something and we have to learn it to be able to know it. And the beautiful thing about the program here is that it's more about using your own intuition and then realizing, my God, there is an influence around me that directs me to certain crystals. And I don't want to talk too much about it, but I just want to let you guys know, you know, it's now available to book. And if you're in right mind, body and spirit, you know, then please, you know where I am. We should have a great time. That's it, really. What do I want to talk about today? There's so many thoughts running through my mind at the moment about all you guys asking about certain subjects. And I think one of them that stands out to me is a lady who lost her husband about 2 weeks ago, and I've been interacting a little bit. And when you lose somebody, instantly you believe that you're home and they're not. When it's the other way around, they're home and you're not home. Do you understand that? You know, most of the pain and suffering is thinking that, oh, they've gone, you know, and the poor thing, you know, and it's like, no, they're home, they're happy, they're strong, they're powerful, they are at peace. There is no sadness, fear within them, only when they see us in that sadness and fear and pain. And I think a lot of us get that wrong. We kind of think that this is home, and it's not. This is just a learning world. This is a world where, you know, if there is such thing as hell, I think this sometimes can be it, you know. It's a damn struggle in life with all the emotions and all the stuff that we see from day to day that is so negative and so dark. So, you know, we've lost the understanding of that once we celebrated when people went home, and now we get so sad. The other side of all of that is the touch, the conversation, the hugs, and the just knowing that they're there. And physically speaking, of course, that is the probably biggest challenge of all. It really is. I miss my mum every day, and it's been, you know, donkey's years. I was 12 when I had to say goodbye and she went home. And I don't think there's a day that I don't miss her, but you'll learn to have a new relationship if you're willing to be open enough for it. What that means is, do you truly believe in life after life? Because in my understanding and my 15 years of working in this field of work, hey, there is another world. Trust me, there is another world. There is no way on this earth that we are only here and then we turn to dust afterwards. No way. The spirit and the soul lives on, and that is who we are. This is just skin and bones, but the real you is inside and around you. You are that power. So when we go home, we are still here. And I have a philosophy now and a belief system that home isn't up there, even though we're so conditioned to look up. Don't look down, for God's sake. You ain't gone down there, has I? No. Home is all around us. It's another veil between another world that we sometimes can see if we're lucky enough. Sometimes we can feel if we're lucky enough. Sometimes we can smell if we're lucky enough. And sometimes we can see the signs that they put in front of us because they're with us all the time. And I didn't believe that when my mum died. I just did not believe it. And it wasn't until synchronicity, Spirit's helping hand, led me to places that I had no choice. I had to see these things. They were in front of me. And although I pushed them away, it came a point where I realized there's no way I can stop this because it's so evident. So then I set off on a journey to learn all about the psychic, all about the spiritual. I wanted to understand it. I wanted to know what it all was. So I set off on a journey, and I've spent well over 50,000 hours in the process of healing, psychic, seeing, feeling, meditation, and learning how to connect to our world, our spirit world. And of course I've written books now, and I've got lots more books to write. And if you was to say to me now, if a doctor was to say to me, Mark, you've got a few months to live now, it wouldn't affect me at all, because I know I'll be going home. I know I'll miss physical touch with my children and the people that I love. And I wouldn't want to go with cancer or illness. Of course, nobody wants to. But if I knew that in 2 months I was going to fall asleep and move into the light, you know what? I'd be happy. I'd do as much as I could do in this world, like I do every day anyway. So what would I do as much? I'd just do the same as I'm doing and get on with my life. My bucket list is every day that I meet people. My bucket list is whatever I do from day to day. That's my bucket list every day. I love life. And I guess the moral of this conversation, this story, is that I realized when I was 38 years old that my mother was next to me all the time, and she was guiding me, and she was from the moment she moved into the light when I was 12. And I had so many mentors who awakened me to the fact that I'd decided not to look at that and not believe it. And then I realized, my God, she has been there. And that's when I started to learn the art of connection to spirit. And yes, it took years. It doesn't take a minute. It takes years to connect and feel. But the little synchronicities, the little things that happen, you know, my ears pop. Sometimes you can just smell something in a room. Sometimes you just feel spirit next to you. And sometimes your hairs go up on the back of your neck. And sometimes, like, music will come on that'll remind you of somebody that you love, and so forth. There's so many different signs they show us. And some people often say, well, why doesn't spirit manifest themselves? And I don't believe that that's what this world is about. I believe spirit won't come to you and then you'll film them on 9 o'clock news. I just think that the most important thing in this world is to learn faith. And what that means is not religion. Faith means your own belief in more than eating, drinking, sleeping and working. So I started getting my faith in another world, and I don't care whether you believe me or not. And that's the truth. I don't. I just share my message and say, well, you might come back and say, Mark, I believe you. But you might say, I don't believe it, but I believe you believe in what you believe. And that's cool, because I'm not bothered whether you believe me or not. It's not important. If it was important, then there'd be something wrong with me. You see, if I'm trying to prove everything to people, then I would say, why am I trying to prove? If I know that there's air, why do I need to tell everybody there's air that we breathe? You know, there's a sun. Why do I need to prove that when I know there's a sun? Just like I don't need to prove to you that I know my mum and many other people, when you come for a healing session, come there and work with me or work through me. So, and it's not like, oh my God, that's weird, Mark. You mean somebody comes into you, works through you? No, no, no. It's nothing like that. It's a love of energy that flows through you, and then you get hints or whispers, or you feel things, and all of a sudden you think, wow, that I felt your grandma here, or I felt your husband here. And you know, one of the last not the last one, but maybe 2 or 3 before courses we did, everybody came, and one lady came and she was lying down in there. And you know, sometimes you end up, you know, part of pure energy healing is not to say anything. Let the spirit world speak for you. Let the energy speak for you. You know, so many healers ruin healing afterwards because they talk. And I insist on not talking, because when the client receives something, and you know they've received something beautiful, a healing energy which is so powerful, they need to digest that. You need to leave them be. It's like going for a massage and somebody saying, how's your day been? How's it going? You're going, oh, for God's sake, I just want to feel this and relax. So, you know, it's so important to allow your client to feel, and then let them be on their way, and let them feel, start to find their own power and understanding of what's just happened. Anyway, guys, I'm going on too much, guys, so I'm going to leave it at that. But just so you know, if you've ever lost anybody to the spirit world, start a new day today and start to talk to them. Not literally talk to them, but talk to them within your mind, your imagination, because your imagination is the key to connecting to the spirit world. And close your eyes and start to have a conversation and try and bring that bond. So the first point you have to do is believe. That's it. With conviction. I believe that they're there. And don't doubt it. Just believe it. Trust it. Believe it. That's the first step, because the doubt stops anything from coming in. Anything. The doubt stops. I need to believe. I need to have proof before. That ain't going to happen. In my world, you've got to just trust and believe, and then that flow starts. So give it a try today, guys. If you want to connect to somebody that you love and you're saying, I can't connect, you know, it doesn't work, I've never felt them around, what's wrong? Well, here's a good start, okay? One of the most beautiful crystals you can use for connection is, well, there's 2, but one of them I would always go with is a very beautiful crystal, and it's amethyst. And I don't think I've got one with me, but amethyst is a beautiful crystal to connect if you're beginning, and so is rose quartz. These 2 are a really easy crystal to find. I've got them on my website as well, but they're working crystals. They're what healers use and what I've been using on clients, so there's an added energy to them, but you can get them anywhere. So try that and hold them in your hand and wear them and work with them, and it's surprising. You will start to connect. You will feel. I mean, you know, it works. It really does. Rose quartz is beautiful. And so is amethyst, guys. Give them too. There's lots more crystals, which once you start to feel that connection, you'll then start to get to a new level, and then there is more powerful crystals that will help you attune to different aspects of the psychic, of the healing, of many different things that you connect with. So if you're suffering today, guys, and you miss your you know, your partners, your children, whoever you've had to say goodbye to, then black tourmaline is a brilliant crystal to absorb that suffering of grief. Okay, that's it. Have a lovely day, guys. Thank you. Hope to see you at the Pure Energy Healing Academy soon this year, and let's make some magic. Let's heal some people, and let's heal ourselves. Okay, from my heart to yours, have a beautiful day. And if you want to put a nice message up, say something, whatever you feel about this video, please do. And the one that I choose that I think is the most beautiful, beautiful message that touches my heart, there you go. And it can be any message at all. This is what you'll be getting. That's a beautiful, beautiful crystal, guys. And this is to help you connect as well to the spirit world in a very deep way. So this is a beautiful crystal. Okay, guys, take care. See you soon.